Howdy, Possum Patty here, and little Miss Titi keeping my seat warm while I was at the Dollar Tree. Yepers, it is time for some Friday fun finds at the Dollar Tree. Come on along. I do have a theme for this evening, and I went to, I think, 3 different Dollar Trees to find what I was looking for, and I found a little bit in each one. But first, let me share something different with you. You might remember when I was talking about fabric and I hauled some fun summer fabrics from the Dollar Tree that I found one that was labeled Breast Cancer Awareness. And I thought, well, if there's one, there's got to be some more somewhere. And I found 5 more patterns for breast cancer awareness. So I will open these up under the camera so that you can see them closely, but they are all marked breast cancer awareness and 5 different patterns. And then I decided that I would try the iron-on transfers. They seem to have quite a variety of them, and I thought maybe I could use them somehow in both my slow stitch journal, which is like a sewing journal fabric made out of material, and my regular paper journals. Somehow. It's always fun to be creative, right? So, sorry about all the bag noise. I found several different kinds of iron-on transfers. This was one kind, and then there were these big ones, and then there were gold foil transfers. There's another big one, another big one. We'll take a closer look over here in a second. And then all these little ones. And I think I got the whole set. See, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I found 8 different ones. And luckily the cashier is also a collector of Crafter Square crafting items. And when I brought them up, she said, oh yeah, she says, I collect everything. She said, but you know what? There's one we don't have. And she said, that is the dog. She said, because somebody came in and emptied the rack. They just took every single dog iron-on transfer that was in the store. And she was a little disappointed, she said, because she didn't get to collect one for herself. So I don't know if she ever got one. Maybe she popped into another store like I did to find one. Okay, so that is it. And I'm going to give you a closer up look over here. And then let's try some of these. Now they're a little bit different about how you stick them on. So we're going to have to read the instructions carefully. But I've got my ironing board and my iron over there. So we'll just have a little bit of a play after we look at them. Before I start, I saved one of the labels. I just wanted to show you how it's labeled. Breast cancer awareness there. Craft fabric, it says. These are 18 by 21 inches, 100% cotton. So this is the one I found first, and I took it out again just to show you that it is sort of like a dark pink and a light pink theme through all the fabrics. And you can see how nice they go together. Of course, this one has the ribbons and it says brave, beautiful, strong. Isn't that lovely with the hearts and the pink ribbons? Light pink and medium pink and dark pink, just like the flower fabric. Beautiful. And then there's another ribbon one, but these are just plain, but they're the same colors. So you can do like a mix and match here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this fabric yet, but I lost a dear friend to breast cancer, and my also my great-grandmother died of breast cancer. So I figured maybe I can do a little remembrance heart for them or something like that. And here's another floral, but this one has sort of a wood-grained background. And it's like a wreath with the pink flowers. So just like this darker pink one has the green in it. And then this one is leaves, again with the 3 different pinks in it. Look how nice these just go together. And then the last one is a gingham. Now I opened this up and I was like, oh my gosh, I love this because it is not a perfect gingham. It's got this awesome like watermark through it. Can you see the imperfection there? So instead of just being like a plain gingham, you can see how it goes from light to medium to dark, and it's got these imperfections in it. I love that. I love it. So it's like, you know, it's brand new fabric, but it's like it's got this little bit of distressing in it, or watermarks or something. And I'm like, oh, I love that. I love that. So I will come up with a project for these. All right, so let's get on to the iron-ons quickly so I can get my ironing board up. All right, we're going to start with these. Okay, I opened one of the packages so we can get a little bit of a closer look at the material. It's got that kind of texture, almost like a denim texture to it. I love the pattern on these. All right, I'm going to read the instructions after I get the ironing board up. So we have a set of birds, some in flight and some at rest. We have anchors, and I thought this would be really, really good for my lighthouse journal, right? Oh, these are really fun too. And of course, you have to have your no drama llamas here, standing and sitting and frolicking. And these will be perfect for my farm journal because I did have llamas on my farm years ago. And cactus is always a fun motif. Got some really pretty patterns on this one too. And pineapples, great for summer journal or anything tropical. I like that one. That purple, that dark purple in there. And feathers, great for boho or nature journaling or garden journaling. Oh, this one has hearts. That's really pretty. And of course, we have our kitty cats and dogs. Oh, you know what? And something I didn't check was that was each package the same, or did it have different patterns of material? So the next time I'm at the Dollar Tree, yeah, I'm going to check and see if all the packs of like cats are the same or if they have different patterns on them. I didn't notice that they did, but you don't know, you don't know. Oh, and by the way, these are in the sticker section hanging on the rack, and they're called Specialty Sewing, Ironing, and Others. And then I found these large ones, and there were more patterns than this. I did not buy all of them for the large ones. Not yet, anyway. But I'm loving this flamingo. Let's flamingo. Let's flamingo. Oh, the sunglasses. Yeah, this is so cute. And this has to go into my summer journal, I would think. Or something else. I'm not sure. I don't know how heavy this material is. So we'll open one and look. Okay, now this is completely different. This is just a transfer. Yeah, this is like a plastic sheet to transfer when you iron it. Iron on transfer. Now these say iron on transfers too, but they're a heavy material. Yeah, these are like a heavy material to iron on. And this is just a plastic sheet. So this is interesting. So this is going to be fun. These are all different kinds. Are these all? Yeah, these are all the same. Yeah, so these are material and these are plastic iron-on sheets. Look at this Unisloth there. Sparkle and shine. Oh, I know where I'm putting this right away. I have a place for that one. Sparkle and shine sloth. Keep looking up. There may be a rainbow waiting for you. Love that. Let's flamingo. And adventure awaits. So this is like sort of like the boho travel one. Adventure awaits. It's got deer antlers, some flowers in the middle. Okay, so these are all the same. So this is one kind, and these are another kind. And then I found some of these, and I picked out the butterflies and some florals and berries and more butterflies. And these are gold foil. Gold foil iron-on. I've never seen these before. And let's see. Ooh. This is like on a foil sheet. Oh, and they come with the ironing cloth. But we'll get into that in a moment. Yeah, they come with a little ironing cloth to iron. Alright, so those are the gold foil ones. I thought they were really pretty. And the last kind that I found were these sheets. And it says iron-on sheet. 5.5 by 9.25 inches. This reminds me of like a 1970s pattern. And then some beautiful sparkle butterflies. And then this I thought was amazing. Yeah, this is like, oh my gosh, this is very urban. This is very urban. Look at this. It's like graffiti. And it's like silk. And it says love. I don't know what it says here, but this says love. Oh. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it, but I just know, look at it. It's like almost neon. A little rainbow going in there. I'll have to do a Valentine something with this love. Maybe cut some hearts. All right, so I'm going to go set up the ironing board and get the iron plugged in and carefully read these instructions. We're going to work on this kind first. Stick it temporarily, remove the patch, stick the patch anywhere you want. To iron on permanent, here are the instructions. Stick on the desired cotton or cotton mixture fabrics. Number 2, preheat the iron to 120 degrees Celsius. Number 3, place on a flat, hard, smooth, and heat-resistant surface. Recommend placing a thin, flat towel underneath the fabric. Number 4, heat sealing, 120 degrees Celsius for 40 to 60 seconds. Do not use steam setting. Remove any water from iron. Number 5, iron on the same position. Do not move up and down or left and right. Once the part's ready, then move iron to other place directly. Number 6, do not touch the fabric patch after ironing and let it entirely cool down. Washing instruction. After ironing, wait 48 hours before washing. Turn garment inside out. Hand or machine wash only. Do not dry clean. Caution for iron-on. Use by children under 12 years of age, must be in company with parent. So you can either do it temporarily by just taking it off and sticking it on, but if you want it permanent, you got to apply some heat. And that is just for this one. The directions for the other ones are slightly different. I'm all set now. My iron is warmed up, and the 120 degrees Celsius equals about 248 degrees Fahrenheit, which is kind of a low setting on the iron. So I put it on number 1. I have a piece of light blue felt, a fabric strip from the Dollar Tree, and a piece of cardstock. And we're going to experiment with all 3. I have the kitty stickers. So the first thing I have to do is peel them off and stick them down and then press them with the iron, and we'll see how they come out. Now, I thought I would try paper because the cashier at the Dollar Tree said that she had tried it and it worked for her. So I thought I would put maybe the kitty in the center there, and then I might make some hearts or a tag or something out of it. So I'm going to peel it off. And she says, do it carefully so it doesn't rip. You know, I peeled it off, but there's a little bit of paper there. Oh, that came off easily, no problem. Yeah, I'm going to put the kitty down. I think I'll put it in the center until I decide what I want to do with it. Now, it does have like a sticker back, so maybe you don't even need to iron it at all. But we're going to give it a little bit of a press and see what happens on the paper. Okay, I didn't time this one very well, but it is sticking wonderfully to the paper, so I'm not going to worry about it. So I'm going to set my watch for 40 seconds and see how the next one comes out. So I'm going to try this rainbow fabric from the Dollar Tree. And let's see. Oh, some of the kitties are too big, actually, for this. I bet you this one will fit on there. Carefully peel it off. Oh, that's a really pretty one. Place it down. Okay. Now, once you put the iron on it, you leave it, set it for 40 seconds. Okay, that says 40 seconds. There you have it. All right, let's try the felt. I thought I would make some hearts out of the felt. I'm going to put the big cat on the felt. And I'm going to leave some room to cut a heart or something around them. All right, let me set my timer. Put this down. 40 seconds. All right, so I don't want to pick at it and see if it's really adhered down until it cools off. So just a quick close-up. Here's the cat on the orange paper. And I'll probably cut this into a tag or into a heart. And I can use this for ephemera in my kitty boho journal. And here's the cat on the felt. And the cat on the cotton. Oh my gosh, the way the pattern is here, it looks like he's got an eyeball and a little face, doesn't it? That's funny. And little whiskers there. Well, those all went down nicely. I don't know how permanent they are, but these aren't going to get washed, so I can't give you that assessment. These are just for crafting. All right, now let's try a larger one. Let's try this one. And we'll read the instructions first. Instructions. All right, number 1, use cotton or cotton mixture fabrics. Place the selected fabric on a flat, hard, smooth, and heat-resistant surface. Recommend placing a thin flat towel underneath the fabric. Preheat iron at cotton setting. Pre-test your fabric for heat tolerance. So this one is going to be a little hotter. This one is for cotton setting. Remove protection parchment paper. Place the transfer sheet with the smooth glossy side up. So with the transfer side down onto the fabric, then place the protection parchment paper on top of the plastic transfer sheet. Iron over the parchment paper sheet, which lays on top of the transfer sheet for 45 to 60 seconds. Do keep moving the iron whilst pressing firmly, ensuring that all transfer surfaces will be ironed and transferred. So on this one you move, on the other one you pressed and you left it. So do not move it up and down or left and right. For this one you have to keep moving, pressing firmly. Do not touch the plastic transfer sheet after ironing and let it first entirely cool down. Only when cooled down entirely, gently peel off the plastic carrier sheet. So I have my flamingo. This is the glossy side. I'm going to put that side up and the transfer side down. And this is the protective paper. And I'm going to place that right on top. I set my timer for 45 seconds. And I'm going to move the iron around. It says to make sure you get all the parts. Okay, that says I am done. All right, now I have to let this cool and then pull off the plastic and we'll see what we have. I'm back at the table and I am very carefully pulling back the plastic from Flamingo. And almost there. Got it. Yay. Isn't that adorable? Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. Flamingo. And look how nice he looks on that pink gingham. I'm going to take 2 of those gold foil butterflies. And the direction for the gold foil butterflies is the same as it is for that flamingo. So I'm going to take this parchment paper, glossy side up, transfer side down. I'm going to put the parchment on top. Set my timer again. And that is 1 minute. So now we're going to let this one cool. I'm thinking now I'm not going to want to drag out the ironing board and the iron every time I want to use one of these. Correct? I'm sure you agree with me. I don't have one of those little ironing pads, you know, like some of the quilters do. I'm going to pull off these gold butterflies here. Ooh, all right. Ooh, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. So like I was saying, so if I don't want to take out the iron every time I do this, here's a project. Get some strips of material like the ones from the Dollar Tree and do like a snippet roll. Make like a snippet roll like we do for, you know, with paper and things. Look how beautiful those are. They came out really nice, and that's the same thing, the plastic sheet with the parchment. And I did iron on a feather just to see how it would go. So this is going to be one snippet roll. And I'm going to make a yellow snippet roll. And I'm going to make a blue snippet roll. And I haven't started this one, but I might put some on this too. The ones that'll fit. The ones that'll fit. And then I'm going to have to get a wider piece for some of these, I believe. We'll see. Because I don't think they're all going to fit on this. But that's okay. I'll get another strip of material. So these are going to be snippet rolls. This will go in a journal. The paper works fine. Just don't put the iron too hot on the paper. So there's only one thing left. And this was fun. And yeah, I'll be working on these. I'm going to put them aside for right now, though. Are these? Have you ever bought these? Iron on sheet, cut shapes. So you're supposed to cut the shapes first and then iron them on something. I wonder if I can die cut this. It's pretty thick. It's pretty thick. And the instructions are cut shapes, position in place, cover with a thin cloth, and press for 30 to 40 seconds. So this one has yet a different instruction to it. So for this one, you cut it first, place it on your cloth, then you cover it with a cloth, and you press it for only 30 to 40 seconds, and it doesn't even give you a heat. Spot clean as needed, so you can't wash this. Should we try to die cut it? Oh, I don't know. It's pretty thick. Well, it's got gray spots, so this might be a good place to put them. That's cute. All right, let's put them on this. And this is Dollar Tree fabric also. So I have my iron set for cotton. Okay, now this one doesn't say peel the backing off. So maybe it gets sticky when it heats up. But it does say cover with a cloth and press for 30 seconds. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to give that a second to cool off and we'll see if it sticks. It's almost cooled and it is definitely stuck to the material. Isn't she so sparkly and cute? Well, now we know that the sheets can be die cut with at least a simple die. So there you have it. 3 different kinds of transfer iron-ons. Transferred 3 different ways. Each one seems to work just fine. Just fine, yeah. And even if you don't want to iron, this one here, you can stick it on temporarily, but I'm imagining if you add a little glue to the back and you can just go ahead and use it like a sticker in your journal because they're really cute. Little puppy there. So they're really cute. Yeah, so this was fun. I loved experimenting with this. Which is your fave? This is my fave right here. This is my fave design. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but something for Valentine's because it says love on there, right? And these I love. All right, so I'm very happy, very happy with my iron-on transfer collection. And I think my best idea is to make a snippet roll. Is to make a snippet roll. So I can just snip it and sew it into my slow stitch journal or snip it off and just glue it into a regular journal. I can even add some decorations around the edge if I wanted to. I could put on a tag. There's so many things I could do. And look at the addition of the gold butterflies. I mean, those are outstanding. Look at those. They came out so nice, so nice. Now this review is just for crafting because none of this is going to go into the laundry. So I just want to thank you for coming along for some Friday fun finds at the Dollar Tree. Happy retail therapy. Bye-bye.
Y'all come back sometime, you hear? Y'all come back. Minnie Pearl, yeah.
Patient has to be